Turn off iPad.
All right. Turning off the basement recliner iPad.
Hello. Good Sunday afternoon. I wanted to come in a little earlier today for the UK folks and say hello to everybody and update you on my past week. If you haven't heard about all the exciting stuff that happened this past week. First thing, if you're wondering the shirt I'm wearing here, what the shirt is about is this here. This is, as I reported earlier in the week, my sister had 30 years ago, she had breast cancer and she had a lumpectomy. Oh, there she is. I'm talking about her. She had successfully had it treated and it took a 30-year vacation and came back. So last Tuesday, she had a double mastectomy and she's feeling a little sore, but we're much better off now. Of course, it's not my breasts that are gone, but I feel comfortable knowing that the area is no longer. And she's got to go through some treatment and all, but some chemo and all, but she'll be fine. I'm convinced. If not, I'll jump out the third floor window of my house. So I'll be rocking some pink this month. I think this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Am I right? Hello, Mark. Thank you, Misty. Hello, Ms. Fernandez. I decided, for those of you that are wondering why I'm in here so early today, it's because I want to give the folks in the United Kingdom a chance to see Bad Barbie also. October is. All right, well, I'll wear this for 2 months. It'll stink in about a week, but hey, what the hell are you going to do? The other thing we're working on, as if last week wasn't exciting enough with my one sister having pneumonia, my other sister having her surgery. We were scheduled on Friday to shoot. This was going to be the opening for the Dracula situation, Bad Ben 13. Now, of course, a skeleton wasn't going to be in there. Dracula was. And the premise of Bad Ben 13 is that Tom Riley has taken possession back of the home on Steelmanville Road, and he bought it back. And when he gets in there, he finds in the basement a coffin, and in it is Dracula. And so he says, basically, you need to get out. And Dracula says, well, I have a lease. He rented the basement from the previous owner. And with that lease, according to law, Tom couldn't throw him out. So we were scheduled to shoot that Friday, and we were going to shoot during the day because even though our films are almost all at night, because this was inside with no windows, we could shoot during the day. So we were supposed to shoot at 2:00, and I got a text message from Dracula that says I'm going to be late. His brother-in-law had a heart attack and died, 40 years old. So he didn't even know what we were shooting, Dracula. So I told him, well, why don't we? Yes, Holly was the previous owner. She will make an appearance in the film, yes. So I figured it's probably not a good idea. It's not in good taste to place him in a coffin the same day his brother-in-law passed away. So we decided not to shoot. Now, also, earlier in the week, I had this happen. This is a little public service announcement to you. I'll let it play and let you see what happens. I was trimming my lawn with edging with a trimmer I got 2 weeks ago. And as I was trimming, this happened. Well, hang on, let me pause it. As I'm trimming, the thing froze. And I look down, and the battery is starting to blow out this little stream of smoke. So I pulled off the trimmer, and then I throw it on the ground because I'm thinking it's going to explode. And I get out the way, and I run and I get a fire extinguisher that I keep right inside the garage. And what I was worried about was all those leaves around there. So I then run and I get a garden hose, and look what happens to this thing. It breaks it out into fire. It was shooting sparks everywhere, and the hose won't put out a lithium battery, but what it will do is I was wetting the leaves around it to try to keep a woods fire from starting. It wasn't super dry out. It hasn't been a super dry summer, but anyway, I was worried about it. And so that is the battery. That's what became of it. So the point I came to find out, that is the trimmer I was using. And what I came to find out was I did a Google search on it, and this same battery and this charger, this problem's been happening quite often. Now, what they tell you, I mean, I called the police and the non-emergency number, and I said, I don't know if you have a protocol for this because it was a lithium battery, if I should call or not. So she said, let me call the fire chief. And he stopped by and he took pictures, and I gave him the video for training. And he said, man, that thing is still hot. This was like, it sparked and smoked for a half an hour. And anyway, it turned out okay. I ran around back, and I had a metal trash can. Like, who has metal trash cans anymore? But I had one, and I put over it just to keep it from erupting or exploding. That's what I was afraid of. So what they tell you is they tell you not to leave stuff on a charger beyond being charged. I mean, I always keep a battery on the charger for my drill when I need it. Who doesn't? Well, I don't anymore. If I know I'm going to use it, I plug it in, I let it charge up, and I use it. So anyway, that was that. Now, the thing about it is that battery that was on that charger, you will see that in the film Bad Barbie. At the end, I'm using it. And that's the one that caught fire on me. So anyway, now I've been talking for about 10 minutes, and I guess whoever's coming in is coming in. So let me show you Bad Barbie. Here we go. This fucking guy sent me this doll. You are one sad looking doll. Fucking Japanese Mike. Guy's not even Japanese. He's Mexican. Tom, when somebody asks you for help, you should give them help. This doll is possessed. It's yours to deal with now. Thanks a lot. How does he know it's possessed? It's not showing any signs of it. Jesus. Where the fucking bitch! What the fuck just happened? Come back here. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. God damn it. Come back here, you little bitch. Whoa. Oh, fuck. This bitch is aggravating the shit out of me. She's running again. Fuck my life.
I got you, you little bitch. There's no more beating the shit out of me. So, Bad Barbie, you're not so bad now, are you? But that's not it. I gotta finish you. 'Cause you'll be back doing more of this shit to me. Say hello to my little friend. Come on, fucking batteries. Say hello to my medium-sized friend. Are you fucking shitting me? Is that's a fucking camera in there. Son of a bitch. Well, Mike, your little doll's no longer possessed. Where's my phone? If you were watching, if you're on the other end of that camera, you saw what just happened. Don't send me any more packages. What the fuck is that? Oh no. Jackson, did I wake you up? Yeah, well, I don't really give a shit. Listen, I'm sending you a package.
Now, there's a couple things I want to point out here for those of you. This is setting up for a sequel in which Jackson is going to deal with Bad Bobo. Now, in the beginning of the film here, there are opportunities where, like, this is a person was able to brought to you by. They paid to have that in there. It's all in the Bad Ben shop. This was, the dedication somebody paid to have in there. And then at the end, these are all sold out for the sequel, Bad Bobo. And Jemmy did the music again for that. Jemmy also did the music for the last film, Alien Agenda. And so that was it. That is Bad Barbie. And it was well received. It's just until, which is probably late this month or October, until web TV is up, there was not not everybody has a Roku or a Fire TV. So that's why I decided to play it here so more people could see it. We do have a September fundraising goal. The banner's across the bottom here. I hope that you would decide to, if you're in a position to make a small donation to our production. Now, just so you know, in addition, the Bad Ben Talker's available. And anybody that, if you could donate $1, $5, great. But people that donate $50 or more get a free Bad Ben Talker.
I've got news for you. This is my home. I'm not scared of you. What in the mother of all fucks was that?
This thing has 20 sayings on it, and every time you press a button, it says something different. Well, I broke this one again. This is why this one isn't getting sent out. But it's
shit. What is that smell? All right, you little horse. Where'd the fuck it go? This house of horrors. It's fucking disgusting. I'm dead. Bonus. Not bad for a sheriff's sale.
So there's 20 sayings or sounds on there from the films, and you can buy this alone at the Bad Ben shop. But with shipping and all, that's $39. So if you're in a position to make a donation of $50, you get that, and there is no shipping cost. That's included. So that's all there. So I need your help, and I hope you'll, there's 10 people watching here. Hopefully, and a lot of you already have donated, so I understand that. So if you can do something, that would be great. And I every now and then people will say something to me, Miss Pinkerton, don't you dare. Tracy Pinkerton, who maybe I shouldn't say her name, but she has the reason why Bad Ben 13 is already in process is because of her generosity. So you all need to be thanking her. But anyway, there's it's not just Tracy that watches these films. There's 10,000 of you, and hopefully you all get involved somehow. We're at this time we're working on not only Bad Bobo, the Dracula situation, the Bad Ben novel. We got a lot going on. Expanding the channel to allow people to watch on their computers, and it will allow me to manually add back in the people that had previously subscribed. So anyway, we have a September fundraising goal, and hopefully you can help us hit it. Because of the amount of people that watch our broadcast, like last night we had 60 people, and 5 people donated to the film. And most of our live broadcasts go from anywhere from 15 to 30 people on a daily basis. And I come on here at least 5 days a week and try to be entertaining. And you must find me entertaining because you come and you watch. And I am going to, later in this week, the live broadcasts are going to be moved to subscription only. The subscription is going to be cheap, but I'm working hard to I don't mean this to sound like a lecture, but I work hard to entertain you. So that's what I do. And if you're being entertained by it, to subscribe to that for $5 a month and have the access to live broadcast should not be unheard of. Thank you, Heather. Heather, do me a favor. So I can send you your Tom Riley Talker. Email me your address, please. Nigel@nigelbach.com. It says Matthew, but it says Heather. Whichever one of you. Thank you, Matthew. Just send me your address, and the Tom Riley Talker goes out tomorrow. Also, the only thing that's a delay right now is the T-shirts. The Tom Riley Talkers go out tomorrow. The Blu-rays go out tomorrow, both to those of you that are still doing them in the United States and also in the UK. That's all going out tomorrow. I ran out of ink. So anyway, there's a lot going on. This fall is going to be really special for y'all. How many subscribers for the Bad Ben channel? Well, let's put it this way. There's right now 70 active subscribers to the Bad Ben channel. But prior to me switching to this new provider, when people could also watch on the web, there was over 1,000. So what'll happen is once we add back the ability to watch for the web, I have to add a lot of those people that were annual subscribers back into it. And hopefully our goal is to get up to around 2,500 to 3,000 subscribers, and we'll start adding more content. But a lot of it I share here also for free. So people aren't paying anything for it. So we'll be growing. And that's the goal anyway. Will, when did you purchase a yearly membership? Like, do you still have access, or do you have problems gaining access? Because if you do, like those people that subscribed previously and can't access it right now, once I get the ability to add you and we have the web TV back, you'll be added back in without any time missed. All right, so you also had an annual before? Because if you did, we'll add it to the end of that. But thank you for the support. So you want to hear a little bit? Okay, well, then you'll basically, it's been 4 months now, 5 months maybe, that I've been on the new system. And if you had like, say you used up 3 months of your annual, well, if you bought a year, we will add the remaining of the original to the end of this year, of the year that you subscribe for. I'm going to tell you a few little, I'll go back here. Oh, hang on a second. Let me get back in here, and I'll go over a few things from the film. Just a few little tidbits. This was very hard to do, to make. And I was told I spelled Japanese wrong. And here's a little story about Japanese Mike. Remember, I say he's not even Japanese, he's Mexican. Well, when I was selling, hi Ricky, when I was selling inclusion into that short film, one of the guys that wanted to be the previous or the person that sent it to me, his name was Mike, and his last name sounded Spanish. So when he said Japanese Mike, I wrote him back and I said, I don't want to offend somebody by saying that. And then I said, aren't you Spanish? And he explained to me that when he first met his nephew looked at him and said, you look Japanese. So it became a nickname that his family gave him. So he actually is Mexican. So that's why we tried to make it a little bit humorous. So that explains that. Now, what's happening here, in case for anybody, that these are all toys I found in an old toy box I have from when I was a child. Now, when this thing hops up here, you'll notice Bad Barbie doesn't have a face. And that's because the guy sending it shoves a camera in there and then tapes over it. Because you see, when Bad Barbie, that's actually a piece of bark we put over her face. But that's the empty hole where he puts a micro camera, which is how Tom's being recorded. And this is when the doll is being packed up to be sent to Tom. And it's like motion activated. So this allows Mike to watch. Well, this is just like a regular surveillance camera, security camera in a home. And that's the doll activated. Whenever there's a little red button in the corner, the doll's recording and it's transmitting this back to Mike. And this is, hang on here. This is when the doll gets active while Tom falls asleep, and it jumps down, runs across the floor, runs out. That was a lot of fun to do. But this is what I'm talking about when I say about the face. Because if you notice, hang on, it's tough to get a still shot here. Let me try that. All right, that is Bad Barbie's face, has a piece of bark over it now that's taped down. And like where the eye socket is, that is the camera that peers out at Tom. So I'll also show you that, like, well, this is when it jumps at Tom. But here, you see the hands on Bad Barbie? Well, I'll show you how we did that. I actually made this glove, which I put Barbie arms on. So that's how that's how I'm reaching in there and setting up that trip rope for Tom. And then not everybody noticed this. Well, that's where I fall. But out here, if you look up, see that trash can that's in the corner? Look directly up, and Barbie's standing on that wall. And when I come out, you see the security camera angle, and then you see Barbie's angle, and she attacks me again. Again, using the glove, we reach out and knock the rake over. Now, here's something interesting about the rake, and that's a little dark, but when I come running in, I can't move this frame by frame. But there's actually a special effect here because the rake would only come up to chest height, and I wanted it to come up to face height. So I added through digital from my fist up is painted in. It's the handle extended, so it looks like it hits me in the face. And also, what I did here, you'll notice that this kind of speeds up. Watch closely. I sped it up because I didn't want to really get hit in the face with the rake. So I stepped on it and it slowly came up and I grabbed it. but I sped that up so it moved faster. Now here, that is the weed whacker that actually caught fire this week. And here, when we actually go to run over, we pause here briefly. That is a GoPro we put on the ground. And I actually didn't have the blades running on the lawnmower at that part. So it's meant to look like Bad Barbie's camera is recording this. But when we actually shot this and pieces go flying everywhere, yeah, we actually ran over Bad Barbie. And that's when Tom sees the face has been cut off and he sees that there's a camera in there the whole time. Now, Bad Bobo is this clown. And this is going to be the sequel to this short film, another short film. And Jackson is going to be camping. And this Tom now packs this doll up and sends it to Jackson. And it fucks this campground up. And Scott's got to deal with him. So that's all the details about that. So that's what we're working on. We're working on a lot for you now. So hopefully you guys can contribute. Now, there are opportunities to, you can put a dedication at the beginning of the film. You can put brought to you by a name, your name, a family name, a business name, whatever you want. And that's all available in Bad Ben's shop. So thank you, Matt, for your donation. And if any of the rest of you can help, that would be greatly appreciated. So for now, I'm going to end this broadcast, and you'll probably see me back here tonight. Thank you so much. See you. Love you.